waiting for heroes? Are you waiting for sunsets to be a savior?
Hey guys, welcome back to another weight loss Q&A. So today I wanted to talk about calories because it's the number one thing that people ask me is about calories. How many calories should you eat? Am I eating too much? Am I eating too little? Blah, 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 blah. And like, if you've been following me for a while or you have any of our books, you'll know that like, I do not promote any set calories for anyone. Like, I'm not a doctor. I'm not you. I don't know what you need. But what I wanted to talk about today was just my experience with calories. So before I went vegan, right? Before I went vegan at all, I was very, very unhealthy. I took Adderall, I smoked cigarettes every day, I drank alcohol pretty much every single day, I didn't exercise at all, I ate a standard American diet, where I would pretty much like the way that I stayed, I wasn't thin, but the way that I stayed average size without becoming obese was I took Adderall and I didn't eat till 4 o'clock every single day, and then I would like drink a bunch of wine or something like that after work and binge out on pretty much everything that I could find. It's very, very unhealthy. So when I first went vegan, I first went, high carb, low fat, very strict, 80-10-10, 30 bananas like a day, like very high calorie style because that's just what I had learned, right? So that was from everything that I gathered off of YouTube, all the books that I've read, just eat as much as you want, like the fat you eat is the fat you are, you can't get fat off high calories. So I was eating a lot of food because that's what I thought that I was supposed to do, but I wasn't really that hungry for food so much. So I ended up gaining a bunch of weight, everyone knows the story, and then last year, so 1 year into being vegan, I was like, I'm gonna try and just listen to my body and intuitively eat and eat what I want to, because the high fruit thing wasn't really working for me. Like, I'm just not really into eating a lot of sweets. Like, I've never been a sweets person, and I just really wasn't enjoying it, so it really wasn't working for me. So I decided I'm gonna go more starch-based. Like, I'm gonna try and eat more potatoes and rice and things like that because I love savory foods. So when I started eating, the foods that I really, really liked and stopped thinking that I had to eat like all raw or, raw till 4 or whatever, and I started just eating the way that I really wanted to, I was able to intuitively eat and listen to my body more because I was eating foods that were really satisfying to me. So even a year ago when I started doing this, I wasn't very hungry. Like, I didn't track my calories because I was like, I'm so done with Chronometer and tracking my calories and all of this stuff. So I just gave up on tracking anything, and I knew what foods were low fat, I knew what I needed to eat, and that's just pretty much what I did. So I didn't eat a ton. I was not as healthy as I am now. I wasn't hungry. Like, now, fast forward 1 year after I've eaten very clean for like a whole year, all pretty much whole foods, now I feel like I'm so much healthier. So now I can eat a lot more. I'm much hungrier now. And that is the big thing that I think that people need to focus on. So you need to focus on getting yourself healthier and quit focusing on weight loss, because people are so focused on weight loss and counting calories and doing all this stuff because they think that that's what is going to get them from point A to point B. But it's not, because when you are so obsessed with something like that and you're thinking that you need to change so much, you obsess about it. And like, if you're restricting your calories, you're going to end up binging. It's just going to happen. So you need to let yourself eat as much as you want and focus on eating whole foods, the right foods, as much as you want at that time. So focus on intuitive eating and know that you can always eat more. You can always eat again. But when the food becomes less satisfying, just stop eating and just put it away, and then you go back to eating it later. And don't worry about like all the little things that people freak out about. Like, am I getting enough calories? Am I drinking enough water? Like, just listen to your body and it will all start to flow really naturally. And that's the way that you can live the rest of your life, and that's how you're going to be long-term healthy and lean, and over time lose weight in a sustainable way that you can, maintain forever. And it's not going to feel like you're on a diet. So I don't promote any specific amount of calories. I think that people should just listen to their bodies. Obviously, if you're coming from an eating disorder like anorexia or something like that, you're probably going to need to refeed yourself and see a doctor and all of that. So I'm talking about more people that are coming from, like I did, a standard American diet, and they have no idea how many calories to eat. And people are like, well, you need to eat so much more because it's plant-based, and you need to do this, and you need to do that. Really just listen to your body and eat as much as you want. Know that you can always eat more. If you're hungry, you should be eating, and you should really just focus on eating the best foods that you can, the most whole plant foods, nutritious, nutrient-dense foods that you can get, and, you know, organic, ripe, healthy foods into your body, and focus on being happy and healthy and moving your body and feeling good, and the weight will come off. So focus on like your fitness. The longer that you are on a plant-based diet, the easier it's going to be for you to lose weight. Like you're going to become healthier, your body's going to have less toxins in it because you've been taking care of it longer, and everything is just going to start to flow a lot more. So you'll be able to eat more, your body will burn more calories at rest. If you're focused on your fitness like you should be, you're going to be healthier and leaner and fitter and happier and have more energy, and everything is just going to come together so harmoniously that you just don't need to count calories. So focus on being healthy, being kind to yourself every day, loving yourself, and giving yourself the most nutritious foods that you can, and the weight will come off. And just know that the longer that you do this, the easier it's going to be, the better you're going to look. You're going to look younger, your hair is going to look better, you're going to be slimmer, you're going to be fitter. Everything is just going to get better. So just give it time. Know that you didn't ruin your body overnight. You can't fix it overnight. And just put in the most best stuff that you can get. The most greens, organic, raw, ripe fruits, vegetables, everything that you can, and focus on that. All right, so I hope that that was helpful. Don't count calories, okay? It's gonna drive you crazy, and it's gonna feel like a diet, and it's never gonna work. It is never, ever gonna work. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that was helpful. If you like these videos, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!